with your presentation. Thank you so much.
First of all, I want to welcome everybody. This is my first time here at a Rader show, and I absolutely love it. I hope you guys are loving it too. As he said, we have a great here. So, my name is Carissa. I am the pastry chef in the River Beach area, Fort Lauderdale. Today I'm going to show you a really simple, really quick chocolate tart using a lot of Rader products. So let's start with that. So first I'm going to make a passion fruit pastry cream with, I was talking too much, not ready. So I have here passion fruit puree, which I ordered from Rader. Everything in this cooler is from Rader. I really love the flavors, I love the textures, I love how they cook. I love when you do cook your purees, you do not lose their flavor. So I'm very passionate about their purees. Oh, I got it. I figured it out. Beautiful. Okay. So who knows how to make pastry cream? Everyone? Not everyone? So you're going to take your creams. So do they have the recipe? No? I have it here. Okay, so we're going to take heavy cream in our milk. We're going to start with that. We're going to warm it up. So that is 2.5 cups of milk, half a cup of heavy cream. Okay. And what I like to do is I like to start to warm that up before I add the puree so the milk doesn't curdle because there's so much acid in there. So I like to heat that up first. Wow, this is quick. Turn that down. Okay. So as it's warming, add that in there. I'm going to let that warm up before it boils. And while that's warming, we're going to take our egg yolks and our sugar in a separate bowl with our cornstarch. Always mix your cornstarch with your sugar, guys, so you don't get clumped. So sugar, 4 ounces of cornstarch. And you're going to whisk until it's all smooth and there's no chunks of your cornstarch. Okay. I don't bite.
Yeah, come closer. Yeah, you're allowed to come a little bit in and out, baby.
Move closer so you can smell this. I love this. It's so tropical. I love passion fruit. Okay.
That's a nice sweet job.
Speed this up here. Put this thing up high. So notice I haven't added my egg yolks next to the sugar cornstarch mixture because also you have to constantly whisk that so it doesn't get the little pearls, like what I call them. Otherwise your pastry cream is going to come out with chunks in it and that's not good. So always add your egg yolks. If you have any any questions, raise your hand. I'll try to ask them as best as I can. I eat a lot of chocolate, so no sugar. That's my breakfast, chocolate. Okay. We're getting there. Okay, so we know the process of pastry cream, right? Yeah, because I don't know if this is heating up quite as quickly as I want it to. Okay. So while this is warming up, the other components that I'm going to make is a raspberry foam using all Rader products, which is raspberry puree from Rader. We have the Versa Whip and Xanthan Gum. That's also from Rader. And then along with that, we're going to make some mango gel to go on top and some fresh berries. So it's really tropical. So you have your passion fruit flavors, you have that really sweetness from your raspberry puree, and that sweetness from that mango gel. All from Rader. Gotta love it. Not only that, we're going to use the La Rose Noire tarts. So we have the lemon and we have the strawberry. I love their tarts specifically, that brand, because you know, in the hotel industry, you can't always put it out right up front. So sometimes we plate it in the morning for an evening, and those tarts stay firm. They don't get soggy, they don't leak, they don't crack. They're very, very, very good tarts, and I really highly recommend them. Another one that I like too is the green tea. It's a really good flavor. It's super earthy, so if you want to do something like a key lime tart, that's perfect, because you have that tartness of the key lime, the sweetness from the milk, and then you have a really earthy flavor of that green tea tart. It's such a good balance to use. And like I said, they do not get soggy. It's a really, really, really good brand, and I really recommend them. We're almost there. Almost. Any questions so far? No? I'm trying. You have some magic? Where's that TV magic? Where it's like, ta-da, here we are, it's boiling. We're getting there. We see steam, right? So what did I say with the steam? We add our egg yolks to our sugar cornstarch mixture, right? So, usually I have a wet towel underneath my bowl. So it does, oh, I just changed it. No, we're good. So slowly add your egg yolks. Right. If you don't have a recipe, I have it here if you would like to try it at home. So you want to whisk this until it forms nice and smooth. And there's no chunks. Can you see? Nice and smooth. So the trick with this too is not to let it set. Like I said, you'll form these little sugar balls, and they won't dissolve, and your pastry cream won't come out super smooth. Another secret too that I've learned doing this eggs and sugar mixture too soon, because otherwise you're gonna have to sit here and stir, and that takes a long time sometimes. And you're like, I have 15 other things to do. So wait till it just starts to boil, and then you're gonna temper and add it in. You'll see how quick that gets nappé, and then how thick it gets quick. So almost there. Almost. So mix it. What we do, or what I like to do when we're making the bigger batches, is I use a KitchenAid. I put your cornstarch, sugar, and your egg yolks in a KitchenAid, and I just turn it on a 1 or a 2, so it's constantly mixing. It doesn't sit there, it doesn't solidify. Not only that, you can just temper right into that, and then with less dishes, and less work, less steps. Magic pastry cream over here. And one thing that I did forget, and I'm kicking myself, is I forgot the vanilla bean paste. I love that, love that. I love when you can look at a pastry cream or a cream and you see those bits of vanilla bean. It just makes you go, wow, that looks great before you even taste it. So the eyes eat before. Okay, so we're there. Just before we boil. Slowly temper. I don't have a towel in my bowl, so I'm going to do it this way. Slowly. Oh my gosh, guys, this smells so good. Love passion fruit. And make sure you whisk all that in there until it's nice and smooth. Get all your edges, the bottom. We started to boil here on the bottom, so we're going to pour that in. Scrape your bowl, get all that sugar in there. And what I do too is I switch between my spatula and my whisk. So I want to make sure it's breaking up those pieces too. I notice it could be my recipe, I don't know. But if you have the problems that I have, you get chunks before it starts to all cook together. So I switch between my spatula and my whisk. My whisk is my favorite tool. So, can you guys smell this? Yes, I can. I love it. So you can kind of feel it on the bottom of the, see it's already starting to collect. So I kind of go in here with the whisk and I whisk around. Like so. Just to kind of break up those chunks already. Switch back. Next size. Any questions? I love it. They're right front and center. I like it. I like it. Sylvia? Nice to meet you. So again, you can feel it on the bottom of your spatula. You see that? Go back to your whisk. Break up those pieces so it's all nice and even. Once this is all cooked, set, and it boiled and your texture is where you want it to be, what I do is I put it back into the KitchenAid with a paddle attachment of like a speed 1 or 2 and let that cool. So if you do form the little pieces, that will break it up. And it cools it down really quickly. Instead of putting it in a container covered in plastic wrap, you're cooling it down with open air so it doesn't get that water in there. So it stays nice and thick and not watery. Back to the spatula. And I have plenty, so you guys can taste it afterwards if you want. I'll make it for you. I have the green tea tart as well as one lemon and a strawberry. I wish there was a camera down here so you can see.
We had one. I'm sorry. It just stopped working.
Oh, it's okay. See how it's collecting? So switch back to your whisk. And with this recipe too, I didn't make it super sweet because I really like that tartness of the passion fruit because there's so much other sweet components that we're going to add. The tart, the raspberry foam, the mango gels. Anybody make foam? Foam? No? Never made foam? No? Fruit foam? I'll show you today. It's really, really simple. Okay, so we know pastry cream, once it starts to boil, it thickens. You want it to boil for like another minute, 30 seconds, just to make sure that you've reached that temperature and it's not going to taste cornstarch. You want to cook that cornstarch. right? And imagine we're going to put this into a KitchenAid. It's going to paddle. It's cool down. I don't have another KitchenAid, so we're not going to do that. That's that TV magic we're talking about. So we're thinking, I'm just going to turn this off and set it to the side. Actually, to the oil. So you can see it's like really smooth. We'd use like another minute or two cooking, but I don't want to waste your guys' time. We're here to taste chocolate, right? So we're going to move this off to the side as well. So now you have this in your KitchenAid, it's cooling down. The next step you're going to do is, let's do the mango gel. We'll have this on. So mango gel has 3 ingredients. You have your puree, your sugar, and your agar-agar. Agar-agar I also purchased from Rader as well. And I have everything here. So the recipe for that.
Decirle al padre.
I don't have it here. So 500 grams of puree, you have 100 grams of sugar and 5 grams of agar. So 500, 105. Or if you want to use the corn, it's 1,210. So we all know what we have to do with agar-agar, right? So it's in here for cooking. It needs to boil to activate the agar-agar. Now once that's boiled, you're going to pour it into a container, preferably not this, because I feel like it's going to take forever. Find yourself like a large bowl or a flat Lexan or anything that you can find that's flat, and just pop it into the freezer. Don't cover it with plastic. Just put it in there because it'll come right out once it's set. When it sets, you'll know because it'll feel like jelly. And what you're going to do with that is you're going to put it into 2 ways. You can put it into a RoboCoop first, and then put it into your Vitamix so it's nice and smooth. That's also a quicker way if you want to do it. Or you can slowly add as your Vitamix is on and blend it so it's very smooth. And it'll look like this. So this is the mango gel. So I put it in a piping bag after I blend it and it's ready to go. So since I forgot that, let's move on to the raspberry foam. That's awesome. That's 4 ingredients. So you have your raspberry puree, your Versawhip, your xanthan gum, and your sugar. So you have 1.5 cups. Again, if you want the recipe, I have it here. I'm more than happy to share it with you. So you have 1.5 cups of your puree. And you're going to get your Versawhip and your xanthan gum. So you're going to get 1 tablespoon of your Versawhip, 1 teaspoon of your xanthan gum, and your sugar. Same thing with your cornstarch. You want to mix everything with your sugar so you don't get chunks of that. So there's my Versawhip. There's the sugar. And your xanthan gum. All of this, guys, you can purchase from Rader. And I love the fact that it comes next day. It works. So again, mix it all. Okay? And you're going to slowly add this to your puree. See how dusty it is? That's why I said slowly. Okay? You're going to turn it off. Make sure there's bowls, sides are all straight so you get everything incorporated in there. And then you're going to set it on high. You're going to set it and walk away. It's going to take like 2 minutes. That's high. It's going to take like 2 minutes on high. And you'll know when it's done because it's going to double its size or triple its size. And with the raspberry puree, it turns a really beautiful, like pinkish reddish color. And it's super airy. In this recipe, you can pipe it on anything and it'll last for about 5 to 6 hours. Nice and foamy. Anything after that, I notice that it starts to sink. So it's not overnight. It's right then and there. And it's great for Play-Dohs because if it's anything, you can put it back into your mixing bowl and then re-whip it. And you can whip it however many times. It doesn't break, it doesn't curdle, it doesn't get that weird texture. It's just really nice and airy. Again, that's just sugar, puree, xanthan gum, And it's super, super easy to cut. Really good in a cake as well, because when you cut into a cake, it pulls its shape. It gives you that beautiful layering. We have cake glue out there. Okay, are you ready to see the foam? Blackberry, strawberry. When you get into like that acidy, like passion fruit or coconut, mango, it doesn't really work. I haven't figured out a recipe that works and holds up, but it deflates very quickly. So that's your foam. You could use a little more whipping, but I don't want to waste you guys' time. Okay. And the good thing about this too is you don't need a tip. When you want to use a tip, it'll hold that star tip or that French tip straight, or you can just cut it off with a pastry bag. It will stay nice and round, whatever shape you desire. So, let's go ahead and assemble these. Assemble it. I'll show you how nice that foam is. The gel. Like I said, if you guys want to taste it, please come on. Don't be shy. So we're going to put it in the middle here. Strawberries here. Put some strawberries on here real quick. However you guys want to decorate, go for it. And again, I wish we had dragon fruit. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty on fruit tarts. Kiwi too because of the shape. And again, fruit tart. One thing that I love about it is that there's not a specific way you can do it. There's so many ways. You can use so many fruits. From the puree, from when you cook it, it really never loses its flavor. It always stays so strong, and I just love that from this brand. I don't have any wrap. Here's some wrap. So here's your gel. Up a little hole. And I'm going to pipe that wherever you guys would like to pipe it. The tart is your canvas. Alright, here comes your foam. So we're going to use a tip so you can see how it holds its shape. Try to keep our station. super colorful, great way to add color, great way to add texture, great way to add flavor. There you go. Tropical fruit tart.